Hi, Brad Goody here with Columbus Fifth Wheels. I handle all of Canada and the northern Midwest states. So let's take a look today at the 388 FK Columbus Fifth Wheel. Starting here was our front cap. As you can see, it has a beautiful color and design to it. This is automotive paint with a clear coat over the top for additional protection. This is going to last against weathering, against fading, and protection against rocks and materials bouncing up off your cap. So it's really well done by Columbus, gives a beautiful look, two-tone look, nice gray with a beautiful graphic on the front. Speaking of our graphics all go down, our graphics are all 5-year warranty against peeling and chipping on that. We've invested in that to make sure that your coach, along with this beautiful paint job, looks as new as possible for years down the line. We have the optional MORRIDE pin on the front, which prevents against chucking on your front end when you're stopping and going with your fifth wheel, provides a much smoother toe than most of the competition out there. Down below in your front storage area is where you're set up for 2 batteries. You can see the setups and the situation in here for your hydraulic system, which is a leveling system that we do option on here. It's a 6-point leveling system. What that is, we do a 1 touch on the side compartment where the instructions are. You push 1 touch, it'll drop it down, balance it out, and level up your coach. So there's actually no unevenness, no swaying, no rocking, no bouncing as you're camping. A big important thing for you when you're out there in the field. When you're looking at this is a big fifth wheel. The front kitchen's a large unit, but you can see there is tons of storage on here. This fifth wheel offers the most storage, some of the most storage that's available in the industry altogether, along with our front living room unit has the same similar setup to it. All have the slam latch baggage doors on it. The side ones on the back also have that lift up, do have the magnetic connection to it to hold it in place. So to keep it out of your way so you can put your things away and get stuff out really easy. The windows, as you can see, are the frameless windows. We have this on the Columbus line. It's just a nice cleaner look to it, a lot more protection, better seal as far as with letting the elements in as well too, and just a nice cleaner look to go with your fifth wheel. Speaking of the look this year with Columbus, we've gone back, which if you've seen, most of people have gone back. The white has kind of come back in the industry as the go-to color. We've went all in on this look to make a nice clean finish, where we have white arms on your awnings, even white stereo speakers. Pretty much everywhere we can go in, it's a nice clean white finish from back to front. So this is going to look really new and contemporary even as things go down the road. It's going to stay a consistent nice look for you going forward. When discussing the Columbus fifth wheel, it's obvious to see the underneath care and thought that we put into the skirting down underneath around your frame. Most just cuts off and you can see your frame and see all your materials underneath. We actually roll our skirting down underneath and wrap it around the frame to protect it underneath. So you're not getting as much debris up, water, everything is protected. Plus it just goes along with our clean look altogether to kind of tie everything together and look a little more high end for you. Getting over to the slide outs, let's talk about the awning while we're here. This is a power awning that rolls out. All the Columbus fifth wheel awnings have a metal wrap around it, which when it rolls in, a metal casing goes around the awning itself. So the material is not exposed to weathering. So it's not going to get the rain and the sun and everything on it that most do if you do not have that protection on it. So this definitely extends the lifeline of this material on your awning. Getting in over here, looking again on here, 2 important stickers that we do have on the windows to let you know about. The Columbus Care warranty. A lot of different warranties out there nowadays. 3 get you 1, 5 get you 2. Who knows what they're even talking about? They're all very limited warranties. At Columbus, we want to keep it simple for you, the customer. We want to keep it simple where it's usually a 1-year bumper to bumper. We doubled that and made it a 2-year bumper to bumper. So everything on this is included. Obviously, there's a 12-year warranty on the roof. So different things have their own individual warranty. But we just say from bumper to bumper, your first 2 years, everything is covered. Gives a lot of assurance to you as a customer for Columbus. The other sticker on here is the TST, which is our tire monitoring system. This is the same system that's used by the majority of the trucking industry throughout the United States and North America in general. What it is a tire monitoring system. You can see some of the ones that you can buy aftermarket and things where you add them just to the tip of the tire, the nozzle for inflation. That will tell you and relay it back. We do it where we actually put the sensors in the tire itself before it's mounted onto the fifth wheel. So the monitor is already in the tire. We include a monitor with your purchase. You mount it on your dashboard, kind of like an old GPS system. It'll keep track of all your tires' air pressure and temperature as you're traveling down the road. A lot of talk about tires in the industry over the last 10 years or so. But to be honest with you, a lot of the error comes because customers just don't think about keeping track of the air and especially the temperature. So when you're driving down to Texas, Arizona, Florida in the summertime, those things get hot. This will let you know about temperature and air pressure and let you know it's time to get off the road, let them relax, or get some air in them and get better on the road. So big safety feature that no one else is offering right now. Now I want to talk to you about the entry area on this 388 FK. First off, something you'll notice from around the industry, which is taking it by storm, is the drop-down stairs here. They're a lot more firm, a lot more stable for all ages, for young kids up to our older customers as well. A secure touchdown on the ground so they're not wobbling around when you're trying to enter the coach. Plus a large grab handle to help you come in and out with ease and make sure you're safe just entering and leaving your camper. These are also spring-loaded, so they lift very easy. They don't just fall down into place. They're not going to fall down on top of you once you're getting this into place as well. So all in all, you can see why it's all the rage. It's a very great stair. We've added a little bit of the Columbus carving with some light behind it to add a little class to this unit as well to show the upgrade on it. So that's a nice feature as well. Going to our door, we went with a full glass on the door. So again, a more high-end look to it, more modern look to it. We did change the handle as well to a European style handle, which doesn't stick as much and is not as flimsy or little small compartment. You know, you go into upgraded pieces, you're paying more and more for your units, and you see the same style of door handle as you do on like an entry-level stick and tin unit. We went a little bit nicer. It's a much easier to handle door, much easier to open and close by everyone in your family. Next to the door, you'll see a sticker here that says our seasonal protection. This is something that, you know, a lot of manufacturers offer as an option or an add-on where you have to pay more money for the installation. Columbus does this as a standard feature. We add an extra layer of insulation. It's kind of an aluminum foil type looking thing. There's different names of it all around the industry. What it is, we wrap that additional aluminum foil from the back underneath the floor all the way around the front, the roof of it, around the front cap and back down underneath. This adds a huge layer of insulation underneath here. We're talking on our floor is an R40, while the roof is an R38. Our sidewalls are the block foam insulation with the R11 value. So a great insulation package. Not only that, we do add heat pumps or heat pads to our tanks as well. So those can be added on in the really, really cold nights to give you even that much more time to camp in your trailer. Again, something that we put as standard where a lot of others are an optional feature. It's all included on the Columbus. Speaking of our sidewalls, the construction on this is also different and very unique to the Columbus product. There's only a couple out there that are doing it on the towable end of it, but the majority of times you'll really see this kind of on your really high-end diesel pushers or gas units that are very, very expensive and much higher price point than the Columbus. This is an actual gel coat material that we use to construct our sidewalls. The majority of the industry out there has a fiberglass that comes in on a roll. You lay it down on a piece of Luan backer where they add glue to it. You lay the piece down on top of it. It goes through either a vacuum bonding process or a pinch roll process, which basically all it does is push these two things together. So you're relying on a layer of glue to hold your fiberglass together with your Luan backer. Good process. Like I said, the majority of the industry uses it. But there are a lot of things that could come into play that could cause problems down the road. If the temperature is not right, if the glue doesn't hold consistently, if you didn't get all the glue on every spot to hold that together, that could allow some water in, that could allow air in, which could cause delamination. If you see the bubbles going down the side of old coaches and things, that's delamination, where your walls are actually starting to separate. With this process we eliminate that possibility. It is a liquid gel coat material that is sprayed onto a mold, a smooth mold. That's why you see such a smooth wall on the side. Then it goes to another part of the machine where the fibers, which are actually spools of thread, are shot into a machine and chopped up very fine and blown down into that gel coat material. From there, the Luan is laid on top, it's flipped over. It does go through a vacuum bonding process where it does suck the air together out of it and sucks the materials together, but then the key point is it cures for a 2-hour period. During that 2-hour period, the gel coat, the fiberglass, and all its materials actually fuse together with that Luan wood, so they become one solid piece. So the difference you're looking at is 2 pieces glued together. You're relying on a thin layer of glue on your camper, or you're talking one solid piece now that is your exterior wall that will not delaminate. That's a big advantage. It's an expensive process, but it's one we feel is worth it here at Columbus. In the storage compartment right off the entrance, you'll see, well, for one, the magnetic connection to keep the big solid door out of your way. But we do have your area for your central vac system, which runs through your entire fifth wheel here. We also have a Furion AM/FM, adaptable of your phone, pick up Bluetooth stereo that runs on your speakers on the outside too, so you can have your entertainment out here. There's a satellite TV or cable coax hookup. There's also a couple outlets here. There's an option for a TV on the outside where we put a swing arm that'll pull right through this area. So a nice little entertainment center right outside your door here. But again, getting back to this, especially on this floor plan, is the storage. Huge amounts of storage. Down underneath here, this one actually, on these doors that are so close to each other, we put magnets on it to hold that door together for you. So it keeps it out of the way and easier to get in and out to grab all your material. But this area is just huge. You can put kayaks in here, you can put bikes in here, you can put all kinds of stuff. It's here, it's up to you. That's the thing, to have the option to take a lot more stuff with you, spend a lot more time on the road than limiting yourself just because you have a small storage area. The Columbus brings it all. Tons of storage area. Going back to our construction a little bit on it, talking about our slide outs. Our slide out walls are also laminated. So strength and stability on your side with an aluminum frame on the exterior, but laminated side walls around your entire unit to make it a nice strong piece. A lot of others, you can come up and bang on the wall a little bit. Very wobbly, very loose. You can tell that it's just hung fiberglass on there, which is not as good a construction as a laminated for sure. Now on your back wall here, it is also a laminated back wall. So again, structure, strength, stability in this back as well to make a longer lasting coach for you. Getting back here, you do have a bumper with a 2-inch receiver hitch, so you can add a bike rack onto the back, or some of just the utility ones where you can take coolers and a small generator, things like that, whatever you want to do. We just add more opportunities and more options for you here with Columbus. We do have an opening on the back here to go into that huge storage area as I mentioned before. A ladder is built in on every one, so we let you know our roofs are fully walkable. Now the roof material that is made of is a TPO material, so it's a vinyl material, does not require any maintenance to it at all. You might want to check them every once in a while when you're up there to check the seals and such, and just make sure there's no damage to it by tree branches or anything, but it holds up very, very well. It does have a 12-year warranty on it, and you don't need to get up and recondition it or clean it off and all kinds of cleaners. If you do want to clean it off and keep it nice and clean, just use some dishwashing material and a soft cloth. That'll take care of it for you. We also have your setup, your pre-setup for your backup camera right up top there, so you can add that on. We can also do that at the factory as well, so you don't have to add it on after the fact, but it is set up, and all the Columbus are set up to receive a backup camera. One thing I noticed that I did want to point out to you as well is the flooring material that we use on our slide outs. A lot will use just a Darko wrap, which is a plastic wrap that covers the wood on the flooring of your slide outs. That's a waterproofing material, is that Darko wrap, but the problem is as it slides in and out, and as it ages, it tends to grab and tear on things. And once the tear gets open to that allows water to get in, and it'll just ruin your flooring, and you'll have to be replacing your floor with a big expense. Ours, we use a waterproofed wood. So the wood is sprayed with a material that is all waterproofed, so you're never gonna have to worry about water penetrating this wood on your floor and your floor rotting out on your slide outs. Another advantage on the Columbus for sure. Right next door, inside this huge storage area that I talked about before, is your docking center, your convenience center. Right here with all this pink material in it, which is your winterization stuff, because we winterize everything that we build coming down Columbus. Some of the pink material's in there, but what this is your water filtration system. So after winterization, when you clean it all out and everything, this is going to be delivering clean water. The water from your campsite and things like that will be going through this filtration system to clean out any impurities that might be in there to give you the best quality drinking water possible. Your black tank flush, your gray tank flush, your water fills, all your knobs here with an easy guide here to show you exactly what you need to do when you're dry camping, hook up to your city water, winterizing as I mentioned before, and sanitizing. Plus we do have an outdoor spigot here with a hose that connects to it for outside shower usage as well. Everything that you got in a nice, easy to read and understand package right here with your Columbus. Moving on down the way here. Here's your 50 amp power cord reel. We do have 50 amp service on this unit. It does have 2 ACs and a lot of things in there that draw a lot of electricity, so 50 amp is definitely needed on this. The cord can be a little heavy and cumbersome at times, so we do offer an option for an electric cord reel, which helps out a lot, but obviously you have tons of storage to store this 50 amp cord reel inside your unit as well. Down here you have your hot water tank, which is a 10-gallon hot water heater, and some exhaust features. And moving on to the front. Okay, on your off door side, this is where you have your control panel for your auto leveling system. It is a one-touch leveling system, as I mentioned before. You can make adjustments on your own, but the easiest thing to do is press auto level. It drops the front 2 down to balance it out, and then, or the actual middle 2 to balance it out, and then drops the third back as a stabilizer. So you're going to be a nice level camping area. No matter where you're sitting, it's going to balance it out so you're not rocking or moving when you're going in and outside of your camper. It's a fantastic feature. It's a hydraulic system, not an electric, so it's a lot quicker and a lot stronger and a lot less things that could possibly go wrong with it. This has been a highlight of a lot of our units here, and we put them on, I'd say 99% of everything that we build. Also inside here, you'll see your inverter. Your inverter is in there because we have a residential style refrigerator on the inside that you will see, but the inverter is in there to help you out to run off batteries and things like that when you don't have actual plug-in shore power. That kind of takes care of the exterior on this beautiful coach. Let's go inside and really see what's happening. Alrighty, so let's head inside and take a look at this beautiful front kitchen. I am up here in the front deck area of the fifth wheel, which is a little unusual to have your kitchen up here. Like as I mentioned going out, this is the 388 FK, so it is a front kitchen. So your kitchen is in your upper deck of your fifth wheel here. Here's your beautiful wood as you see on the interior. Went with a darker wood, kind of a cappuccino or whatever you want to call it, just a darker wood with the lighter wallboard, lighter countertops, lighter floor to give really nice contrast in here and give a really nice rich feeling. You have your stainless steel appliances in here with your large microwave, your solid surface countertop as I mentioned before, pull down spray sink, large stainless steel sink on the kitchen area as well, and a window over here for some light and some fresh air and some cross ventilation as you have a window on the opposite side as well. Back over here, a lot more countertop space that's usable for prepping and things like that, or to put coffee pots or anything you can think of back here. There is an outlet and there is a little side feature that's hidden back here, which is a storage pantry. Little storage area that slides out the back part behind this refrigerator, so it's very handy. It goes on both sides as well. So your spices, canned foods, things like that can go in there and have a nice little storage place for it. Again, more storage possible, the better. This is a residential style refrigerator, as you can see here. Large, 2 huge open doors and a big pull-out drawer for your refrigerator or for your freezer. Also does have an ice maker built into it. Wanted to let you know also we do option either the residential style or a gas electric. They're minimum as far as differences in size. The gas electric is a double door as well, huge fridge freezer for that as well, and it also gives you the gas electric option where this is just an electric. That's why I showed you the inverter down in the basement, which helps that out as well. So, but a beautiful refrigerator, lots of storage and lots of space for spending a lot of time on the road. Moving over to this side. Again, as I mentioned before, we do have the slide out pantry on this side and lots more, again, usable counter space. You can never have enough usable counter space in your kitchen of your trailer. Again, nice windows over here, cross ventilation, lots of nice natural light coming in. We do have a skylight here as well for additional light coming in. It does have a shade to draw over, so when that sun's beating down in the middle of the day, you can block that out pretty well. 3-burner stove, real residential style looking with stainless steel, large oven. Going over here for your kitchen area to eat, we have 2 really nice, soft, comfortable chairs. Great view of the TV area, and one thing too, it keeps you incorporated into the living space. So if you have a lot of people down here watching TV, eating or talking while you're up here making your dinner or eating or just sitting here playing cards or something, you're in the conversation with everybody. It's not separated off, so it makes it all kind of one big large feel, kind of like the open concept that you have in homes where your kitchen leads right into your living room and they're both part of the same room. So it's a nice feature to have this up front. Coming down the stairs here, a real nice sturdy metal railing to hold you in place. It does have motion sensing lights on here, so when you do come down the stairs, the lights do come on. So if you're running for that midnight snack later and you come up, you're not going to trip and fall because the lights will come on and show you where to go. Alrighty, now we're down here in the living area where we have 2 opposing slides off here to really open this room up. Large 50-inch TV with a beautiful sound bar here for your entertainment needs. A big fireplace, big modern looking fireplace, 40-inch fireplace. And again, most of you know it kicks off great heat. It'll heat up this upper area and the living area excellently, so you don't have to turn on your furnace and burn up your LP during, just a cool morning or anything like it was this morning before the heat of the day starts up. So nice feature, plus beautiful ambiance and just a nice residential style look. A lot of outlets on here. We know everybody's got things to charge throughout the days. We do have a lot of USB ports all around here. It would take me a while to point them all out to you, but just know they are around everywhere. They are on our theater seats that you see in front of us here that are full recliners. Do have beverage holders inside them as well as the USB plugs on there to plug in and charge your phones and whatever else you may need. Both the sofas on here do open up into beds, so they do fit in the area. They don't come together. There is a small space in between, so if you need to walk through to get up to the kitchen in the night or while you're sleeping or just to get through a period, there is space in between these, but it does allow a lot more sleeping area. The recliners, as I mentioned, do fold straight out. It would come into contact with the beds here, so you're gonna have to decide one way or the other. Is the theater seat better, or is the couch better, or is the couch bed better? But we give you a lot of options. Nice reading lights over the top, more storage area over there, storage area up in here in front of the TV, just everything you can think of. We've been listening to customers, and whatever you're asking for, we're trying to get you as soon as possible and get you a lot of it. All right, now we are back in the master suite, and like the front area where there were some stairs we came up, so it raises it up in the back area. So we had that underneath storage that I showed you about earlier. But this is your master suite with an ensuite bathroom as well. Huge area here, lots of storage for clothes, everything else, socks, underwear, things in your drawers. Big area for a TV. We offer a 50-inch TV on the back here. It does have your hookups and everything, lots of light. Back on the side here, a nice additional storage closet, but this is also the area where you're plumbed for your washer and dryer. We are automatically, even if you don't get the washer and dryer, putting in the plumbing for it so you can add one later. And we also vented it there, so when you're getting the install done, the dealer doesn't have to guess where the venting goes. It's already in place, so it makes it a lot easier for them to hook up, or even if you're handy yourself, doing it yourself. But again, a nice extra closet if you don't have that. Speaking of closets, here's your main closet. One of the doors is locked back there, so I can't get the whole thing open, but this whole entire area is your storage closet. Hanging materials for up top here, lots of storage area down below, boxes, whatever, shelving you want to put into place there. It leaves it open, but it is a huge closet. If you want to ask if it's a walk-in, I'm walking in it, so it's a pretty good sized closet. We do have a nice queen size bed is standard build on this. That gives you 2 bedside tables as well, but we do have an option for a king size bed, which is probably what the majority of the customers are doing nowadays. A much larger bed and a fifth wheel, again, making it feel a lot more like home. Also, we have the option of an upgraded mattress on here, which is this is our standard pillow top, but we also have a bamboo style mattress, which offers extra comfort on there. Very comfortable. I have bamboo pillows at home, can't sleep without them. The bamboo mattress is just as good. It's fantastic. Lots of storage again back behind you. Nice windows for cross ventilation over there as well. Storage area, plug-ins, USB ports, again, pretty much everywhere you can find in the coach. Lots of lighting, lots of venting for your air conditioning. Also, we walk right into the main feature, the ensuite bathroom. Here we are in your large ensuite bathroom. Dual sinks, solid surface countertop, stainless steel faucets, lots of storage, 3 mirrors, lots of light, tons of countertop space. And just look at the room in here. Nice sized toilet in the corner, some more storage area over here, towel rack areas. This bathroom is humongous. A power vent, or again, like a Fantastic fan or a Max Air vent in here as well to get nice circulation of that steamy air when you're taking a shower. And speaking of a shower, look at this thing. Talk about height and convenience. 6'4" of clearance, 6'6" with the skylight in here. Finally, a shower that'll fit the big guys out there or big ladies out there who have some major height. I'm an average size guy. I don't complain about this, but there's been many customers who've come complaining to a lot of manufacturers, including us, and I told them, go check ours out. You will fit. And they were surprised to find Such a beautiful, comfortable, large shower that they can enjoy. Plus a spa seat. So ladies, when you're shaving your legs, a nice comfortable area to sit, or men, if you just want to take a break and let the hot shower pour on you, that can do too. You can do whatever you want. Just sit down and enjoy it. This is your camper. This is a beautiful ensuite bathroom, an awesome shower for an awesome trailer. And finally, it would be terrible if I were to forget even mentioning the whole brains of the outfit. The one control that we have here on the wall, push the button, there is all your lights for or switches for your lights, your awning. It's a touchscreen that controls your entire coach. As I said, this is the main hub of your whole control panel. Not in the old style buttons that push and different ones that are unlabeled. These are all labeled very clear. Awning light, bed ceiling light, kitchen ceiling light, all the lights on here. It gives you temperature, gives you time of day, gives you everything else. Plus there's an app you can hook up to this to get this exact same thing on your phone. Some people, that's a little overboard, a little crazy. Think about it. Pulling into a campground late at night, you've been driving all day, it's raining. What's the last thing you want to do? Get out and set up all your units. You can sit in your car and put your slides out. You can level the system by hitting the one-touch leveling system we talked about earlier. You can put your awnings out and you can turn all your lights on. Then you just have to do a quick dash from your car to your camper. Convenience, easy, fantastic. The one control for Columbus. All right, well, that'll do it. Thanks for hanging with me so I can show you the beautiful Columbus 388 front kitchen. So many great features, such a beautiful look. Let's get back out to camping. Enjoy the camping lifestyle. I'm Brad Goody with Columbus. Have a great one.